'Twas just before winter's veil, when all through the home not a creature was stirring, not even a gnome. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, for great Father Winter soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, with matron whacked out, high on her meds. I got into my sweater and put on my cap, to settle down for a long winter's nap. When out in the square there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a drunk flying round with his tankards of beer. For a year now this jolly old driver was missed, but of course he's a dwarf, so he must have been pissed. Spotting his mark down to the rooftops he started, and he whistled and shouted, and then burped, and then farted. Losing control of his ship he swung round, and around beer fell to the ground. Pulling on levers great Father Winter did strive to drunkenly pull his craft up from the dive. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the merry dwarf flew, with a ship full of toys and beer barrels too. And then in a twinkling I heard up above his holiday ship landing with a mighty great shove. As I drew in my head and was turning about, down the chimney he crashed and fell with a shout. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he flung to the ground, and with bloodshot eyes he looked all around. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. 2 tankards he held in his chubby red fists, and as he lurched forwards he was well beyond pissed. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He finished his beer and let out a roar, and I laughed when I saw him fall down to the floor. As he stumbled and crawled towards a new keg, a stream of warm piss ran down his leg. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, drank a gallon of beer and sat down with a smirk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, after scattering some gifts, he finally arose. He sprang to the roof, to his mount gave a whistle, and away he flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he continued his route, "Happy holidays all, and who's pissed in my boot?"